Hi, this is Chris Lesso. I'm going to share a quick story with you called The Gymnast. And this is a really great story. That's one of my favorites. So imagine there's a gymnast and he's working, he's sweating, he's working out, he's working on his routines, and he's going pretty hard at it. And he's working, going through his workout, and he completes this routine that he's never done before. So he's sweating, he's working, he's focusing, and he just executes this unbelievable routine that he's been working so hard to do. And he's like, wow, I did it. That's all this hard work. That's fantastic. Executes it brilliantly. So he kind of goes to the mat and he's like, wow, feeling really proud of himself. Rips off his sweater, throws it into the gym bag, and he says that this is a good place to end my workout with this unbelievable routine that I just completed. So rips off his sweater, puts it in the gym bag, is walking away to meet up with his friend, and who's also at the gym. And he's hoping his friend he saw that last routine that he did. He's like, man, did you see me complete that routine that I've been working on for months? Did you check it out? And his friend says, actually, that last move was a little sloppy. And the gymnast goes, oh my, how could you say it was sloppy? That was perfectly executed. That was like the best I've ever done it. And his friend said, no, I'm not talking about the routine. That was excellent. It was the way you took off your sweater and just threw it in your gym bag. That's what I'm referring to. And what this means is it's those little things that you think don't require much attention to detail, but those things matter the most. It's like everything you do. So he had just ripped off his shirt, thrown it in the gym bag without really thinking about it in a sloppy way. And it's those little tiny things, how you sign your name and how you pay attention to the little details that really matter. So when the big things happen, they also affect that as well. It's really everything tied together. Miles Davis used to say, I can tell how someone is going to play music by the way they walk and the way they carry their instrument. So I think that's so cool. So it's the little tiny things. I always try to remember, end your workday with quality. End the day with quality. So it's like, I make sure everything's in its place, and I'm not leaving a mess, and I'm not just rushing out. So everything is done with quality, even the little things. I try to catch myself if I'm being a little lax on this. And I remember seeing one of my favorite drummers, Benny Greb. Awesome guy, awesome human being, amazing drummer. And I heard him say once, someone asked him about a little detail in his drumming. It was like, do you use nylon tips in your sticks, or single ply head versus double ply head or something? And Benny answered it in a really, really funny way. He said, nylon tips, wood tips, doesn't really matter. No one's going to notice. 5B sticks or 5A, who's going to notice the difference? Single ply head or double ply, does it really matter? And maple wood or birch wood, most people can't tell the difference. And he just goes, on and on with these little details. Like, do you place the mic 2 inches from the head or 4 inches from the head and facing at a 45-degree angle, or who's going to really notice the difference? And just all these little details. But then he said, if you stack up all these details, it actually makes a big difference. And some of the best drummers, artists, and people in the world really pay attention to the tiny, most minute details. So I think that's really cool. Remember the story of the gymnast, and do those little things that you think don't matter, but do them with as high quality as you can, and it really affects how you carry yourself and what you give to everything you do, whether it's your craft or how you interact, and the care you take with those that you love and living a life that you love. So stay great. Hope that story inspires you, and pass along to someone that you think could be inspired as well. Awesome. Stay great. Have an awesome day.